Glenn Boss looks to have a really good book here at Magic Millions Day on Saturday. Let's start with away game. You rode her first up and you've ridden her quite a few times since. How's she come on since that first up run?
Yeah, she's come on enormously. She's that type of filly. She thrives on work. She thrives on being in that work environment in the stable. As you see with her 2-year-old season, she had a long campaign, but as she got deeper into that campaign in a 2-year-old season, she's got better and better. She just really thrived in that environment, like I said, and she's continued that path. You know, I mean, you'd like to see these 2-year-olds that have had a good campaign come back as 3-year-olds and show that same determination. And yeah, she still got that with the first up run. Obviously, it was a long time off the scene before her first up run, and I thought she ran amazingly. Just got beaten on the line by Isotope, and really took a lot out of that run. So, you know, I know people guessing 1400 and second up and all those things, but what you see is what you get with her. You just only have to look at her record. She's a real winner. She's competitive. Basically, every step of the 1400 metres, she's going to look the winner. So, yeah, I wouldn't swap her for any other horse in the race because I just love the way she goes about her business, and I just love her competitiveness. She's just a really good filly to ride.
You sat off Amish Boy when you were on her this morning on the course proper, and she picked him up.
Yeah, she refused. Like I said, she's just everything she does is 110%. She refuses to get beaten in a gallop. She refuses, even when you're just walking with another pony, she wants to be in front of it. She's just something about her. You can't instill this in horses. It's either in them or there it isn't. That competitive spirit, and she's just got it in spades. It's like I said, she's one of those horses that I just love being on the back of because you just know what you got all the time, and she never lets you down.
The stablemate Fake Love, she's had a little gap between runs, which is what the stable did with Away Game leading into this race last year. What have you made of Fake Love since that run at Eagle Farm? Yeah,
very good. I learned a lot. I'd ridden her before, and I'd quizzed Kieran and Dave about riding her quiet in a race. Didn't get that opportunity to do it first at Eagle Farm that day where she drew off the track, and I obviously tried to go across and get outside or take up the lead, but I got trapped 3 wide, tried to come back, and it all got ugly for her, and to her credit, she raced very well, I thought. Since then, we've trialled her, and I rode her very quiet in a trial. It was only a 3-horse trial, and they went very slow the first 2 quarters, but I wrestled her and got her out of the trial, and I just love that turn of speed that she's got. So, yeah, she's done everything right since, and like it was a real plan with Kieran to make sure that he had that good gap between the first run at Eagle Farm and going into this race, and obviously the trial. He just takes her to the beach and keeps her happy. For her, I really would like to draw low. It would be, I think the field there's no real standout at this year, and I'm pretty confident that barrier draws will have a bit to say in this race this year. For her, I'd love to draw low and just park her away and just give her every opportunity to show that good turn of speed.
You've been able to get the feel of a few of her rivals on Saturday. You rode both Shakiro and Swift Witness here on Saturday. What did you make of them?
Shakiro would have to improve to win. I think the Breeders' Plate form this year has been substandard. You can have those years, but generally it's a very good form race. But this year it's been nothing but ordinary. Listen, he obviously improved off his first up run where he's seen everything went wrong. And when I got off him on Saturday, I noted that he blew very hard after the run. So it almost like he took nothing out of that first run, and that was his first run. So obviously he's backing up a week later. Yeah, I'd have to say the colt that beat me, you know, I don't know if they'd beat the fillies, to be very honest. They run quick time, the fillies. They look better. He's going to, I said to Neville, who owns him, I said, he's a fit and big colt, and he's going to improve out of that run. So there's no reason not to run him. If he draws well, he gets a nice run in transit, he's going to pick up a very good check. So there's no reason not to run him. And if he was to win, well, it probably wouldn't surprise a lot of people. But for mine, I think he's going to have to lift a bit.
And Swift Witness, she was ultra impressive.
Yeah, a Swift Witness can win. Yeah, obviously, I look back through her trials in her first run, and her first trial I thought, well, you need blinkers. Her second trial, I think, well, you definitely need blinkers. Its first run at Wyong, you know, it definitely needs blinkers. And then she's come out here with blinkers on and smashed them. And run time, looked very good in doing it, handled herself very well on the day, pulled up very good from the run. She's got a bit of substance. It wouldn't surprise me to see it win and win nicely, because Gay's got a very good knack with these 2-year-olds, as you know. and I thought her and Chris Waller's filly definitely are the two to beat.
You rode Wild Vixen for Levi Kavanagh here this morning. She was terrific at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, she was very good, and gave me a great feel this morning. Worked with no blinkers on, which is what they usually do, and because she's a blinker also on race day. But what I would say, she's very, very healthy and well. Felt like she's in the zone. Yeah, she's a little bit of a back marking type of sprinter, but yeah, she's in for a race of her life. I'm pretty confident.
Another key ride for you on Saturday. You didn't ride this morning, but Socks are gone. You won on 2 starts back, missed the ride last time after the fall, but
yep.
He's in a rich vein of form.
Yeah, you can't deny this horse. He's in a really good zone at the moment. It's quite remarkable when these horses look like they're struggling for form, but it wasn't really so much his form he was struggling for. He was just struggling for a decent ride. I think he had a lot of stops, a lot of bad rides going into when he won. And I wouldn't say my ride was a great ride on him, but I just give the horse confidence to do what he had to do. And he really enjoyed himself, and obviously he come out and did the same thing again and was even more impressive, I think, when Bobby rode him. So yeah, these horses, when they hit form and they hit confidence, geez, it's hard to knock them form because they just keep turning up and doing it. So I know he's gone up in the weights, but he's probably gone back to the rating that he was before, because he was a very good horse before and he went quickly down the ratings with his form. But he's back up there now, and I suggest that he'd be one to follow again.
And Magic Millions Day itself, how's it rank for you in terms of some of the big days in Australian racing?
Oh, it's one of the biggest days, isn't it? The prize money is amazing. I mean, obviously it's a different year this year, but the feeling's the same. You know, the Saturday before was a really good stepping stone towards Magic Million Day, and yeah, all the good trainers here, all the good horses. There's so much prize money here. Obviously the sales are, you know, the list of great horses that come out of this sale is just endless. So yeah, I was over having a look at the babies, and geez, there's some really nice looking youngsters over there. So obviously there's going to be some good buy in there, and hopefully a lot of them will be here next year, turning up for the, you know, and having a crack at all this great prize money.